Are you looking for a podcast about the stressors of moving?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Whoa! I hardcore panicked, man.
Forgot where all the
Hardcore
buttons
panicked.
were.
Well, Discord's not here. That's where I read the opener. I just was like, that's what I think she said. And I got it, right?
You got it.
I nailed it.
Proud of you.
Yeah, I remembered that. Good evening, Kelsey.
Welcome back.
Yeah, what's going on?
It's Yento again.
Yeah. So last week, what we just did, like we just kind of showed off some of our zeitgeist stuff, a little bit
We
of
did.
tease for that kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because we've been doing some shit.
God, life's been stressful.
But so, quick preface. It was just my birthday.
Yes, it was.
So I was in the office on my birthday.
That's so sad.
It was great because nobody knew it was my birthday.
Oh my God.
I got through the whole day with nothing. It was
You are
perfect,
so
man.
the opposite of me.
Like the people that remembered me from when we were in way before wished me one, but like my whole new team, everything, like I was even in a meeting with everybody and I was like, oh shit, it's gonna happen. It's gonna
Oh my
happen right
God.
now. And it never happened. It was great. It's
On my
phenomenal.
birthday, I'm wearing a lion's mane of party hats just all around my head. I'm carrying a cake around telling people it's my birthday. Please have a piece.
No, I was like, all right. We just came into the, like, it was literally day 2 of us ever being back in the office again. I was like, I don't want to fucking party with you guys.
I want to party with anybody who wants
I don't want to do that.
birthday. People in the tri-state area know it's my birthday.
No. I was like, I don't want people to come over and be like, happy birthday, you know?
Let me blow your candles.
Like, so none of that happened. It was phenomenal. But Taylor did do a little something for my birthday, so that was nice.
What'd you do?
She got some people to come out all the way out here to Princeton. And she made a cake. She made dinner.
Nice.
And then we all sat around and played board games.
Fun.
We played Tapple finally. That TikTok game that I wanted from like 3 years ago. It's not sold out.
The name sounds
And
familiar.
It's like a round board with letters. And so you'd be like, movie titles. And then like it just passes and I go, Batman. And you press the B down. And now the next person has to say one, but they can't use B. And
Okay.
You keep going around until you can't think of one anymore.
Nice.
It's not as fun as I always envisioned it, but I think we weren't like all on the same page for playing it, you know? Then I got the new Paper Mario,
Fuck yeah.
the GameCube remake ones. I still got to play that. It's still in the wrapper. And then I showed this one out on the Discord, but I thought I'd just pull it out right here because it's up on my desk. And I wish people would come to my home desk
So you could show
and
it
just
off.
be like, I don't want to be here anymore. And that's why I keep it. I should take it to work. What do you think they would do if I took this to work?
Oh my God.
Do you think they would like that?
No.
Why not?
I mean,
it's just really,
You should just
really
wear it.
hideous.
wear the Behalet at work.
I will not. I
Be
refuse.
like,
to
I'm
touch
going
that
to be
thing.
the king.
I barely touch that thing.
I can imagine. Is
I
it
don't like them.
resin?
Yeah. I don't know. But I did tell, because Mary got me this.
Nice.
I did tell her, I said, you know what? Out of all of them I've ever seen, that is by far the best looking one I've ever seen.
Every Behalet to me is ugly. I'm so sorry.
Well,
They're
yeah, but I
all
mean, like,
so ugly.
but like quality wise,
Yeah.
I was like, that looks pretty legit.
I
I
want
was like, that's phenomenal.
a Behalet that's like handcrafted blown glass with like a real tooth and just some eyelashes stuck in it. That's what I picture in
Terrifying,
my
dude.
head when I think about a Behalet.
That's really dope, though.
Yeah.
Why don't you just learn to blow glass and then you can make it?
the day I learned to blow glass is the day I also learned how to just the glass right through that tube, right into my lung.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You got those thoughts that we don't
Get the
talk
bad
about.
thoughts.
Yeah, the thoughts that we don't talk about.
They've been so fucking bad since I moved. They get bad when I'm stressed out, so it's just like every single thing.
Oh, okay.
Every single thing.
That's not good.
Bad. It sucks.
Oh my god.
I had a dream last night. I poisoned my husband because I was trying to kill him. But like, there's.
I was about to say intentionally.
Yeah. I had a dream. I intentionally poisoned him because I was like, I hate that guy, and I don't know why I hated him in my dream. I woke up like, why did I do that? It was awful.
Woke up like, ooh, he needed it for something, but I don't remember. So guess he didn't.
Normally, when I get mad at somebody in my dream, you wake up and you're still just like freshly pissed off at them. Like, does that ever happen to you?
Sometimes.
God, I had a dream the other day where I was so fucking mad at my friend Michelle, and I woke up and I had my phone in my hand, and I was like halfway through calling her, and I was like, "Let me." That was a dream. Waking up.
I mean, I get more like I'm sad in a dream, and then I just like sad still, like that dream.
Yeah.
Remember, I told you the time I lived in New York for some reason, and I was like playing with Jinx on the roof, and she jumped off the roof, and I reached for her, but I punched Taylor in real life. So one, I felt bad because I punched Taylor, but then I was like, Jinx jumped off the roof, oh, and I missed.
What a way to wake up.
I know. I feel so bad. I mean, I for real just like punched the shit out of Taylor. It was bad. She didn't even wake up though. So I don't know if I punched her so hard it just knocked her back out, or if she was just asleep that hard.
Punched her into a deeper sleep. The reverse of Inception.
Can you imagine? You get punched back like you wake up, and then you're just like back out instantly. That'd be so confusing to have to go through.
Yeah, it'd be a time.
So anyway, we missed a week. A lot has happened. We'll catch you guys up, but I think it's time to crack one.
Please, I would love so dearly to crack this open with you.
Now, we Googled. So hopefully Google didn't lie to us. And Google, you own YouTube, so you told us this.
You told us. Learned it from watching you.
Kelsey.
Yes.
We are independently doing this. I don't care how fast you drink. Don't care how fast I drink. This is not a competition.
Not a competition.
In any way, shape, or form.
No.
And I don't sell these.
It's two friends sharing a beverage. What's so wrong?
Yeah, so you have a Guinness Zero, and I just have a standard.
Yeah. What kind of glass are you pouring yours into?
Oh, I got the old Dragon Ball one.
Got a motherfucking football.
Ooh. Oh, and then of course I got my Ribena down there.
I wish, dude, I had one of these the other night, and I was like, you know what's missing? Ribena.
Big time.
Big time.
Ready?
Makes a huge difference.
All
yeah, we gotta invert it.
Little tip, and then. Oh!
Oh, fuck.
It's going, man.
It's everywhere. Oh my god, I need a paper towel. Bad style.
Hard pour.
Here we
go. Oh, I don't trust myself to pick up this glass.
I spilled a lot of beer.
All right, you tell me if this is weird, but every time I do this, I feel such pride in watching all the stuff. Look at that.
Yeah, I love watching the cascade. I need to step off screen for half a moment and grab paper towels. There's just so much.
Go for it. I have paper towels at my desk. Because you just never know, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do this.
If I'd known you guys would be seeing my lower half, I would have worn better pants.
Or worn pants.
Worn pants, I'm wearing shorts. It's okay. You know, I'm not naked.
Dang. That was for the people that aren't viewing us. They would have been like, what am I missing? So.
It's going to smell like you're here forever.
Me and Kelsey made such a perfection when we were doing this in Podcast Movement.
We did.
And I feel such a sense of pride every time I do this.
You do so good.
Every time. We did a good job. We learned. We failed the first one. We got better. But by the third one, set was solid every time.
My keyboard's gonna smell like beer for the rest of my life.
That's okay though, right? I
Probably.
like the smell.
I do.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's gonna do the rest of the show
So
standing up, cleaning my desk.
I made these for people when they came for my birthday. I was so excited.
Yeah.
Nobody liked them.
What?
Well, some people had to drive, so they couldn't have them.
Oh.
But I made one for my aunt the other day. She had come over. She didn't like it. She wound up giving me like her other half of hers.
Okay.
Um, you're like the only person I've been able to sell these to
I fucking love them.
for the most part.
Okay.
I tried to make one for my other aunt and uncle, and they were just like, "Meh, who cares? We don't want those."
Everything's
You know.
wet. Everything's sticky. Time to
happens.
do a podcast.
All right. And you're only like halfway poured too, right?
Bro, like this is the beer. This is the rest of it. I poured so much on my desk.
Oh, well. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, sure. Oh, the Ribena. The
I should
Ribena,
not have
man.
done the invert, I don't think.
I have had to every single time, or
Really?
else it just like doesn't work.
Mm.
So I've always done the little doop doop. Or the wow, wow, that thing. You know?
Little cow tube.
Mhm. Wow, wow.
Okay.
So anyway,
Anyway,
so yeah.
we've been
We've been
moving.
busy because we were moving last time.
Yeah.
Kind of took a week off to complete that in
Yes.
some manners.
Right.
So
Because
what's
it's
been
been
going
just
on with you?
fucking chaotic. So in the act of moving, we were moving our hockey table. So we have like it's called a super checks. I don't know if this
Yeah.
is something that many people know about. It's a super checks hockey table. It's like a foosball table, but hockey, and then there's like a big bubble dome over top of it.
Okay.
And it's very large, and it took us everything to get it into the house. It was a lot of trial and error. We almost broke the door off actually getting into the house, and
Cool.
once we got it in, I was like, cool, it's never moving. And then we moved. So
Yeah.
we had a treadmill, which was like one of the few things that we couldn't fit on the first two U-Hauls that we took.
Yeah. And I know that the movers were
The
like,
movers were
we don't
supposed to take it."
understand how to get it out the door. We're just not gonna move
Yes.
these.
Yeah, both of these items were items that the movers were supposed to have moved, and then they were just like, I don't know, moving is hard. Why did you hire us? And that was that. So
Okay.
they left my hockey table and my treadmill, and my dear brother-in-law was so kind as to like go to our house, get the treadmill disassembled enough to get it out the door, and like load it
Okay.
up into my truck. And I've never like loaded or moved this treadmill. I didn't realize how fucking heavy it is. It's probably like 500 pounds. Like I could
Yeah.
not have lifted it. Richard and I could not have
Yeah.
lifted it on our own because my God, so heavy. So I don't know how he did it. He's a big man. He probably had big friends with him. But
Yeah.
so with the treadmill in the back of my truck, there was like no way that the hockey table was going to fit in there. So I was
Okay.
like ready to make peace with it. I was like, we can just leave the table for the next owners, or the flippers can take it to the dump. I don't really care because we can't get it out the door. And as much as I said I didn't care, I did care because we love that hockey table. It's a really cool thing. Like it's a fun arcade machine that we have in our home, and we got it for free. Like it's cool as shit.
Yeah.
So why not have it? But yeah, so I had made peace with leaving it, but Richard was like, we have to get it out. So I was like, okay, we'll get it out. So
Okay.
this was 10:30 the night before we were signing the papers to close on the house. We were supposed to be out.
Okay.
And we get to the house and we're like, trying to fucking get that thing out the door. And it took us a good 2 hours to get it like out the door. And then we get it down to where my truck is. And The treadmill is taking up the entire back of the truck because, like, you know,
Yeah.
the truck was a triangle, and the
Yeah.
treadmill is kind of a 7 shape. So it's like
Mhm.
at an angle in the bed of the truck so that the tailgate can still close.
Yeah.
And after some finagling, I'm like, okay, well, why don't we open the tailgate, get the treadmill straightened out, and then the hockey table can go like up and slot in the area like between the 7, so we could like get it in there.
Okay.
And so we got it up, got it in there. I had to drive that thing. No, Richard drove it. Actually, Richard drove this one back through the bumpy ass roads of Oklahoma again, and it made it safely. Thank
Okay.
goodness. But it was balanced in there very precariously because it didn't like sit all the way down in the bed of the truck. There wasn't room, so it was kind of almost balancing on the treadmill. So
You didn't have zip tie or like tie downs?
we tied it. Yeah, we tied the shit out
Okay.
of it so it wasn't going anywhere. So it made the trip just fine, which is awesome.
Okay.
I should change the headline for this story. There we go. So when it got home, I was
Okay.
unloading it with Richard, and we're trying to like, but the nature of the beast, we have to get the hockey table out before we can get the treadmill out.
Yeah.
So we're lifting it, and the hockey table itself is probably maybe 100 pounds. It's not that heavy. So between the two of us, it's easy enough
Okay.
to lift, but to lift it like up over your head and then like
Ooh.
get
Yeah.
down off the bed of the truck and then lower it is another story. So in doing all that, we
Yeah.
have
We're
to the
not.
point
We're not young anymore.
we're
can't.
not so spry.
Yeah, we can't do that anymore.
So I have it like at an angle off the bed of the truck, and then we're like trying to like slide it down and lower it to the ground. And as we're doing that, in moving the hockey table, something on the treadmill shifts, and the
Okay.
whole treadmill just comes like out of the back of the truck and falls on my arm. And then it hits me like the top of it like fell and just like on my arm, and then the
Okay.
bottom of it like swung out and was like boom on my leg directly where my knee is, like just on
Okay.
the side of my knee joint. Worst pain. Just directly through the joint of my leg.
Okay.
And as it's like pinning me there, I can't let go of the hockey table because if I let go of that, it's going to fall and crush my husband. So we're like maneuvering this thing and I'm screaming and he's like, just set it down, just set it down. I'm like, I can't, you're going to get crushed. And we
Jesus.
finally get it like set down, and it did crush his hand and I felt terrible for it, but there was nothing I could do to avoid it because I was in the act of dying. So
Yeah.
we set that
Valid.
thing down. The treadmill is on top of me. I'm at like a 45-degree angle trying to like keep it up and not hit the ground because I don't want this expensive
Oh
piece
my
of
God.
equipment to now hit the concrete or pin me against the concrete.
Yeah.
So Richard like runs around the hockey table after he gets his hand wedged out from underneath it and is like pushing the treadmill off of me, finally gets it back up into the bed of the truck, and I like fall on the ground and I'm like, I'm fucking dead. I died. I've died. It's over. I thought my leg was broken. It hurt so bad. I couldn't put any weight on it because it hit
Well, it hit your knee sideways, right?
at the joint of the knee. Yeah, it's just
And
like
pushed it just in.
yeah. It was bad.
Yeah.
I still have the bruise here. This is 2
I
weeks
see that.
ago that this guy like fell on me and crushed my arm. And this like I don't bruise. So
Yeah.
the fact
So
that this
you
is,
got walloped.
yeah, this is still here 2 weeks later. It was huge. It was enormous. It was like boom, entire arm.
Yeah.
It was a mess. But at the end of the day, even though I got a little bit crushed, we got it all unloaded. We have it all moved. It was a mess and a half, and I just don't recommend it. I don't recommend moving big stuff anymore. It's not a good
No.
idea. That's why we
Yeah.
hired a moving company. I wish they had done their fucking job.
I can't
That's-
believe they just left it
They
and just said like, I'm just not gonna
left
do
it.
that one.
It sucks that they did that to us.
I'm gonna give you guys a little nod to pre-ramble. Everything's made up. Yeah,
Everything's made up,
you hired them, but
but I can't make them do
just
the work.
not doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunate. It's the world we live in, I swear. So that's over, at least. The stress of
Yeah.
that part is over.
Well, good. I'm glad I got there safe because didn't they like mess up some stuff when they moved things?
Oh, yeah. They
To
messed
you?
up everything. They broke so many things, and we haven't gotten any response from our claim against them. So
Oh, of course not. Yeah.
very
Beautiful.
cool.
Well, we did move stuff as well,
What'd you do?
but I didn't do the heavy stuff.
Good.
So the real reason we took off last week was I was like, Kelsey, I loved how I texted you though. I was just like, co-host, and I really thought that you were gonna be like, oh my god, what the fuck's he want? What's gonna happen? And I was like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Stuff's happening
Yeah.
because we do Thursdays, and I was gonna go ahead and go stay out at the apartment and be there for the movers because they were gonna show up 8 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm an hour away from there, so I would have to just wake up, crack of dawn, and go.
Yeah.
But we also had like a little bit more stuff to do, so it's like let's just go stay, and then we're there, and then boom, we're done.
Yeah.
So we had our movers show up that Friday, and they moved like all the big stuff. But thankfully, we got rid of most of our shit.
Good.
And what I find really funny, and maybe you haven't thought about this, you should think about this, but I don't know if you've done it. I was like, yeah, we don't want this little couch. And he goes, wait, you don't want this little couch? And I was like, no. And he's like, I'm going to call my boss. So he called his boss, and he was like, you really don't want it? And we were like, no, we're going to throw it in the trash. So he was like, okay, my boss wants that for our lobby, so we're going to take it. So I was like, I'm going to show up to your lobby one day and just be like, oh, what a nice couch. Where'd you get it?
Fancy.
So we also had 2 TVs we were going to get rid of because we got TVs. So I was like, I don't need these. I was like, you guys want a TV? And they were like, that's going to go in the lobby too. The lobby's going to be great now.
You walk into the lobby, it's just a clone of your living room.
Yeah. So they took this little couch and like a 46-inch TV. And I'm thinking about it now. I was like, our Netflix, Prime,
Oh,
Max, all those
logged
apps
in.
you log into, they're all on these TVs. So I don't know if you guys ever just like get rid of your TVs. Probably factory reset those things.
Yeah, we always factory reset them before we dismount them and all that.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that.
Should probably do that.
So now I gotta go. Well, I mean, they can't change passwords and stuff in there. They just
That's
can
good.
watch it. But yeah, you can't do that stuff in the apps, especially on TVs.
Yeah.
But now I gotta log into every single one and either like mass reset everything or try to
Yeah.
pinpoint which one that is.
Oh my God.
Which means I'm gonna have to log in to every service we have on every device we have again.
That's rough. Just
think
let 'em
about that,
stay
guys.
logged in. It's fine.
I'm debating it. I'm like, one day there's just gonna be a new profile that says "Mover Dudes" or something. I was like, well, I mean, they did help us move. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, our movers, the only thing they were interested in was our nutcracker.
Nice.
Being Russian that they were. They're like, that is nice nutcracker. We'd like to take that.
Well,
You can have it. It's my nutcracker.
So, not only did we do that, we had gone to Rooms to Go. They were having like a Memorial Day sale or whatever event was happening.
Yeah.
I guess it was Memorial. No, because that was like 2 months ago.
I don't fucking
What the hell just happened?
Summer.
4th of July.
4th of July, that's the one.
That's the one. 4th of July sale was still going on. So we went to Rooms to Go, and it was like the last day of the sale, and we were like, well, we need bedroom shit because we've had the same bedroom suit for like 9 years,
Yeah.
and it was a piece of shit when we bought it. So it's time to have not pieces of shit stuff.
Yeah.
So we went in to do all that shit, and we're also going to get a king bed at some point.
Yes, you'll never
Just so that
go
the
back.
beds have the dogs have somewhere to be because they
Yes.
just crowd me up, So we did all that, and while the movers are moving, they came and delivered some of the stuff, and I was just like, there's so many people that I have to maintain right now. I was like, hey,
Ugh.
you guys just keep doing boxes. I'm gonna go handle these guys.
Yeah.
My mom and Taylor are just like, oh, we're just like doing our stuff. They're just having a good time. I'm like, Taylor, you direct them where boxes go. I'm gonna go handle this guy. I gotta go sign this thing. And Mom, you just keep working. Because like she was at work doing stuff, so I was like, you
Yeah.
just keep doing that. So we just had so many people moving in and out. There's an entire wall of our bedroom that's just all the boxes still.
Yeah. Boxes. It's so
It's a
hard
lot of boxes.
to unpack. I was talking to a friend
Yeah.
today and I was like, I should just do like YouTube unboxing videos for all the boxes I have left. That would like get me to unpack, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Unpacking fucking sucks.
the bedroom suit is split into 2 orders. We're not getting the rest of it till September.
September.
I mean, we did buy it
That's
on the last day of the sale. So I'm guessing everybody else liked that one too.
okay.
So we're getting the bed and the Taylor's dresser in September.
Goddamn.
But my chest, 2 nightstands came already. So we at least have nightstands and I can put clothes away. But Taylor's like, I can't unpack 'cause I have nowhere to put my clothes
Oh,
till September.
that's a
I'm
long
not
time.
I'm not keeping those boxes till September with her clothes in them.
I'm just gonna
We'll
have her
figure
clothes lay on
something
the
out,
floor
you
instead.
know? But like I stayed up till like 2 o'clock trying to get the movies done already. At least boxes would be done, you
Yeah.
know. I devised a whole brand new method for putting my movies on the shelf, and
Hell yeah.
because I got rid of a shelf that had video games on it, I now have a 3-tier system. I have
Okay.
3. I put so remember I got the foam to put my movies on.
Yes.
I have now double stacked foam in the back line of movies, 1 thing of foam movies, the shelf itself, another set of movies,
All right.
and condensed like 9 shelves to 4.
Can you tell what the movie is by just like the top 2 inches of each of your Blu-rays?
I can.
Okay.
I can, and I'm the one that's looking at them, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But that gave me growing room now, plus all the video games are down there, and I still have 4 shelves for the like knick-knack collectible showpiece
So you're
areas.
saying you're back in the game.
Not for steelbooks.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm definitely in the movie game. Always have been still.
Always.
And I buy a couple movies here and there still.
Yeah.
But no steelbooks. Steelbooks are out. Steelbooks are still a hardcore no.
Unless there's a cool one.
And still maybe no, because the steelbook shelf is full.
Okay.
Like I have growing room for the non-steelbook stuff. Plus it's cheaper, so I'll just buy more movies and not be steelbooks.
Yeah.
There's Tenzin.
Tenzin.
Tenzin's here.
Uncut gems.
So I was unpacking movies till like 2 o'clock in the morning one night.
My goodness.
I was just like, well, gotta do the movies. And then I ran out of foam, so I had to buy another thing of foam. It's not cut yet, so I can't finish the shelves still.
It's just step after step. It's a series of steps to get to where you want to be because
Yeah.
we desperately want to unpack the board games. But our shelves, we are
Yeah,
stacking
where are you gonna
them.
put them?
Well, we found out where we want to put the shelves, where we want to stack them. So we had to buy a kit from Walmart to like anchor the shelf to the wall so that it doesn't, fall and kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't attach it to the wall because we have to paint the wall first. And we can't get the paint because we haven't decided on a fucking color. So
Yeah.
it's just it's a series of tasks. And I have to tape the walls, then we have to paint the walls, and then we can attach the shelf to the walls, and then we can unpack the board games. So once those 4 simple tasks are done, you know, it's easy when you break it down into pieces.
That's like our carpet. We finally got the carpet put in,
Good. Oh my God.
which didn't help out a lot because then we had to finish moving.
Yeah.
And then nothing's here now. So it's like we've still accomplished nothing, but we were delayed 2 weeks for carpet.
Yeah.
We were actually delayed 3 weeks for carpet
That's so much time to be waiting on carpet.
because they just didn't know what they were doing.
At least you weren't walking around on like concrete or something.
Yeah, for real. But so the carpet is nice, though. Carpet is
Good.
nice. It's so
Nice.
good.
Is that
So
the same-
plush.
In the room that you're in?
No.
Oh.
No. Our room is actually different now
Is it the
than
same
all
color?
this. Kind of. Yeah. Like it's a little different. It's not because
So
like
it's
this
like
carpet
bright
is
purple?
more like this carpet's a bit more shaggier,
Uh-huh.
and the one that we have is not. It's
I love a
real.
shaggy carpet.
No, I don't want shag shit. Shag shit.
Shag shit. It holds all of the stuff. That's what I don't like about shag.
Yeah, and you can tell like where the heavy traffic areas are.
Yeah, because they're flatter.
It's like, yeah, you just know like, oh, Jinx lays here a lot, you
It's
know?
like sheep through tall grass.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay, Bumbus, lay somewhere else for a little bit. Like your chest is imprinted in the carpet.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
And we still have to get rid of so much other stuff from like stuff that my dad had. And that's not stuff that you just like take somewhere
Yeah.
because you want to make sure it's gotten rid of in a good way, but
Yeah.
also it's, you just got to do it and you got to do it right. You can't just like be done like this, the whole movie thing. This could have been a hell of a lot more money,
Yeah.
but that would take time. So do you want to take time or do you want to get it done?
Time is
You know,
money, as they say.
because I want to hold a yard sale at some point,
Yeah. Yard sale.
and that would get rid of so much shit for like a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Like a
Right.
little bit more money. I was getting a penny per DVD. I could get at least $1. That's 100 of those. That's 100
Yeah.
pennies.
That's a lot.
That's not even 100% because 100% is 2 cents. So what's that?
Like 1,000%? I don't know.
1,000%? No, because that would be
How does money work?
10 cents. I think it's like 100,000% profit
It's
increase
like a billion times more profit, really.
for $1. Like I
When you
should do
think about
that.
it.
So I'm gonna try to do our yard sale sometime soon.
I love a
'Cause
yard sale.
I have so much shit that I've had on like OfferUp since 2020. Like
Oh my
4
God.
years that just like now you got to try to like meet up with people.
Yes.
People go like, I want it, but I just don't want to come get it, and I'm not willing to just fully drive it to you. So
Yeah.
fuck off then.
I saw a yard sale up the road. Like my neighbors 2 doors down had a yard sale out there, and I was like, I want to browse so bad, but we just moved, and I can't have new stuff because I haven't unpacked the old stuff.
This lady had one like about 5 houses down here, and I was driving real slow,
Oh God.
and I went, no video game shit, we're good. And I drove.
Love yard sales. I love
I was
to
like, no, they just have clothes. No, I don't want clothes.
Clothes I don't want. I want old weird furniture. I love strange
Oh, they didn't have that.
collectibles. Just like an odd teapot or something, something haunted. I want something real and true from a yard sale.
I want somebody that is sitting on a gold mine of Super Nintendo games and goes, yeah, they were like my brothers, and like I don't like it, so $2 for the box, and I would fucking be on that shit.
That was fucking me back in like 2004 when we sold our Super Nintendo. We sold the Super Nintendo and a box of roughly like 80 games, probably. It was like a big ass Home Depot box just filled row after row of games. And we sold that for I think $10.
You could have sold that to me for $10.
I could have sold that.
I would have so had that shit.
I could have just kept it, is what I could have done. Like, oh, I miss it. I think about that every day.
Why you do that?
Because it was money.
Like, yeah, you should have hit me up. I totally would have bought that shit from you.
Yeah.
Big time. If it is gaming shit, like I want it. I want to be a part of it in some way. Anything else, I don't care. Like I literally don't care. If I go to a yard sale, I mean, I go to half price books.
Yeah.
First thing I do, game section. And see if they got anything. But they know their shit now. So now it's like they know how to use eBay and see what the prices are. So I'm like, there's no deals here.
I know.
I pay like good price for this rare item.
Exactly. Like if you're trying to get like a rare find, you have to go to a yard sale. You can't just get it from like the secondhand store anymore because people know what they got. And prices at secondhand stores these days. I've been seeing shit where people like there's a price on the tag that the Goodwill store has stuck on, and then you flip it over and the original price for the item was like less. What are we doing? It's not there's no markup after having something for 10 years on your shelf. Like I don't make no sense.
Did I tell you that tying into another thing, I think from pre-ramble. Did I tell you that we went to a Goodwill not too long ago, and they had, trust me, I know it's a random topic, but they had the My Little Pony Build-A-Bears
Oh
there
my god, cool!
that I want, but I couldn't buy them
They have
because
a
I was
hole in the
like,
back of them.
no, I was like, because you put a wish inside when you build a bear.
Oh,
So I was like, I can't buy this thing with somebody's wish inside. That feels icky. That feels ooky, right? But like, can you go to Build-A-Bear and say like, "Hey, I bought this.
take the
I
fucking wish
want it.
out.
Yeah, I want to like redo this bear."
I'm sure they would restuff it for you, maybe for a fee, but like, yeah,
That's
Build-A-Bear.
fine.
Yeah,
But like, I refuse to buy Build-A-Bears and then just keep them. There is somebody's heart and soul inside that fucking bear, and that is
yeah.
disgusting to me. That I'm just like walking around with some little girl's wish. You know, who knows what she put in there? It was something beautiful, and I'm just
God,
like, some dude. I hate that. I hate that. I would, if I were to ever buy one from like eBay or something like that,
yeah.
I would have to like completely get it gutted and
Remove
restart.
this wish.
I'd be like, you got to restart. I just want the skin. I
Please
just want the
skin this
skin, man.
pony.
And they had good ones too. They had, I think they had a Fluttershy and somebody else, and I was like,
Nice.
yeah, because you can't get these no more. That's all I wanted was a My Little Pony from Build-A-Bear, and when I found out they were there, they only had two that I didn't give a shit about.
Damn.
So I was like, well, I will never build a bear then.
We'll never build a bear. I want to
Then
build a
they
bear
got the
so
Ninja
bad.
Turtles.
I haven't been to a Build-A-Bear in
But like,
20 years.
but they, so Mary builds one every year for her birthday.
That's so cool.
Like literally every year, that's what we do. We all go with her to build a bear, and usually everybody else does.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one that never has in like the 6 years of going to build a bear every year on her birthday.
Oh my
And
god.
she gets so mad, and I'm like, bro, I don't want Cherry, okay? I want Rarity. And she's not
God.
here, so I'm not building a fucking bear, okay?
I want my purple hair pony girlfriend.
I'm not building a motherfucking stormtrooper bear. I
I
don't
want
want
a
that.
stormtrooper bear. They have stormtrooper bears.
They did. They had BB-8 bears at one time.
That Build-A-Bear's so cool. I love
Yeah, they
Build-A-Bear.
had tons of shit, but I didn't want those. They had what I wanted. They were sold out, so I refused.
As an adult who's been to Build-A-Bear, are they cool? Like, for with adults
Are they?
building bears?
They're fucking really cool.
Okay, good.
And they give everybody, it's like when adults go to Disney, like it's just a
Okay.
way to feel joy in a joyless world.
Yeah, I just want to feel something.
Like it feels nice, you know?
It does. I haven't built a bear in so long. I found a couple of my old Build-A-Bears that it makes me wonder what happened to all the
Okay.
bears that I built, because I do remember building quite a few when I was a kid. 'cause
Your
my sister
wishes are
worked.
out there.
They're out
Someone is
there.
defiling your wishes.
Say that.
Don't you understand? That's why it bothers me so much.
Yeah, my wishes are somewhere in some old man's basement, perhaps. I don't remember the bears that I built.
hate that, man.
I have exactly one Build-A-Bear, and it's a dog.
Oh,
I
shit, dude.
Used to
Okay.
build them very frequently
So I'm on their website.
on the Build-A-Bear website.
Oh yeah,
Can you wish a bear?
we're gonna look at this.
Here we go.
Okay, first of all, this dude's in like a tuxedo or whatever.
So Sam,
I love that.
I love
That's
that too.
Really, really cool. I'm into this guy. But see, like, I don't want to build a Harry Potter one. I don't. So the reason why we go is Mary is super into Pokemon.
Okay.
I mean, super into Pokemon. I mean, I think it's this leg. This leg from like up here down to her ankle is one mural that has been being worked on for like 2 or 3 years.
That's so cool.
It's a nuts tattoo. It will be complete one day, and then she can show us. But she
What are
goes
the
and
mini
builds
bears?
a Pokemon Build-A-Bear every year to like have the full collection.
Hell yeah. What are the you're scrolling away from them. Go back.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, there's a Beetlejuice bear. I'm overwhelmed. What are the mini bears?
I know, he's fucking cool. I'm looking at this chameleon because I
Look
love
at the
chameleons.
cow.
Dude. Okay, who are we looking at? The Harry
Mini
Potter
bears.
ones?
Yeah, I just want to see what the mini bears are. Yeah. How big are they?
Right.
Are they bears for your bear? Can you build a mini bear?
Yes, they are. Look, dude.
$90.
That's why I also don't like to do Build-A-Bear.
Holy fuck!
How much do you think Build-A-Bear was? Because it is about that
I was
all
thinking
the
like
time.
30. I mean, I guess you're
It
getting
costs 30 to look in Build-A-Bear,
Jesus. You're getting like
but that's fucking cool though.
a bear and a scarf and a little outfit and like a little bear for your bear. I just want the little bear.
Okay, this is really funny to me. So I'm looking at the photo, right?
Uh-huh.
Normal bear. Look over here though. They put a little black square right here. So I thought they were gonna put a black square right here, and they had like censored this bear. That didn't happen. So yeah, you get a bear for your bear. But look at that. They got Snoopy.
All right.
I guess you can have like a
Beetlejuice bear is only
Devo?
$26.
Okay, but see, he's an online exclusive, which means he comes already made.
No, I don't want him made. I want to make the Beetlejuice.
So you would have to buy him for $26,
He doesn't come
and
on
then
a
go
wish
get him
inside.
de-stuffed and shit.
Could you de-stuff this and then wish and restuff him? Look at
I'm
that
gonna ask
cute
him
kitty.
if that's weird, because I'm like, they have like bathing stations for Build-A-Bears in there.
Yeah, they do. I
Like-
wonder if I
Like
take
the
in my
employees
old...
care, so they would totally be like, I totally get it. There's
Yeah.
someone's wish in here. We will kindly dispose of this wish.
How did they dispose of the... Is there a wish
Well, I
graveyard?
don't know.
I
Probably.
gotta talk to a Build-A-Bear employee immediately. We gotta get
I
one
know.
on
I
the
know.
show.
We gotta go. Okay, but so let's take a look.
Let's browse.
Let's take a look real quick.
Why do they have
because
wigs? I really
are
don't like that.
I hate these honey girls tigers.
Honey
They are
girls.
very freaky. All right, Harry Potter.
Dude,
They got
they're
Hello Kitty stuff
cutie.
right now. Nice.
They have a cinema roll. Cute. Is that a capybara?
Yep.
Oh my God.
$28. Hey, look, $30, like you said.
Yeah, there we go. That's a big ass guy. Who's that? Great lavender
The
axolotl.
axolotl. Here, I'll
He's
pull him up too.
75. My favorite thing about a Build-A-Bear is that you can stuff it to your comfort level. Like,
Yeah.
how stuffed do you want that boy? You want him fucking thick, or do you
He's
want
a
him
motherfucking alien bear.
cute?
A Bearlian.
Huge. A Bearlian.
A
They're so
Bearlian.
big.
That's so funny. Okay, so the bears, the like standard bear, unlicensed shit, $20.
All
That's
right.
not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, see,
They
there's
have
the
a
Darth Vader
Simba.
bear, the Simba, because
Vader.
Lion King stuff is still happening.
It's a very cute hamster. A Toidle.
I like that motherfucking pumpkin bear. He's cool, dude.
To build bears so bad
build
right
that.
now.
Look at Yoshi, dude. He's cool. Stitch. I mean, there's good stuff.
There's another Bearlian.
Tom Nook.
They have a baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But look, $40, and he's
Yeah.
smaller. Hate that. Okay, Stitch again. More Hello Kitty stuff. Lots of Stitch right now. Trolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Stitch like having a moment?
I guess so.
Look at that
Paw
cute
Patrol,
little
very
doggy. Always Paw
nice.
Patrol, and they got a deer. I just love stuffed
Like,
animals.
there's a lot of stuff.
There's a
Ooh,
kid
Red
who
Panda.
just needs stuffed animals. I had so many stuffed animals as a kid. Did you have a lot?
I did. I did. I
had a
actually
big
just
ass,
found
like,
some.
oh, cool. I
Yeah,
had
I found my old Barney.
I had like a stuffed dog, like a life-size golden retriever stuffed
Ooh.
dog, like at the end of my bed for years, and I was
Okay.
like tucked my feet underneath him, and it was just so nice. I can still
Bruh.
remember the feeling.
A Wampa.
Oh, cool!
I would take a Wampa. A
They got a lion,
peacock.
a
A
peacock.
turkey.
There's so many bears. It
But
just
see,
keeps-
a lot of them are Ursula Bear.
yeah. I was looking at the eyelash.
Horrible. Horrible. Who is this?
Just a starfish.
Black
Another-
Widow, but she has lightsabers. It looks
What-
like
What does Black Widow use? Katanas?
just like batons, I guess.
Mm.
Ooh, a fox one. I would take that. The Phoenix from Harry Potter. That's
Oh, I
legit.
was like, this is obviously a bird. They have the motherfucking peeps. I've shown you my stuffed peep, right?
Yeah.
It's huge. It's like
Look
4
at
feet
this.
tall. Yes.
That Velveteen Rabbit's as big as her.
A goat with rainbows. Oh my god.
Snowflake Swirl Glisten Plush.
This is entertaining only for people who love Build-A-Bear. But I just want one.
I
so
feel like
bad.
a lot of people do, though.
Yeah.
I mean, every time we've been, there's been a line to get in, and they let only a certain amount in at a time.
Damn.
Like,
That
you
mermaid
don't
coat
just
is
go to Build-A-Bear.
so cool. Speaks to the Capricorn in me.
But see,
There's
like,
the Mothman
hey, the
bear.
Mothman. He's out of stock.
Of course he is. TikTok took him.
Yep. He's cute, though. Rainbow Octopus. There's a
polar
lot of stuff.
bear.
Dude, if they did an Appa at
Oh.
Build-A-Bear,
Over.
I'd build that shit. Okay, Knuckles, that's cool. Ooh,
How
I could
many
build this little
fucking
devil
bears?
bear and pretend it's a devil doll from Radiskull, and then it would be cool.
Okay.
I could be down with that. This is a weird segment of the show, guys.
There's like 600 bears on this website. Little hug
Or
frog.
more. I mean, I'm just scrolling.
Yeah.
Like hard. Robin Hood. Oh, that's Peter
I
Pan.
think I'm like a Star Trek bear.
Oh, no interest.
A cow and a
Gandalf.
cow baby.
That's cute. There's not a lot of Pokemon ones on here.
No, there's not.
Okay.
Capybara baby.
Okay, so we skip that. We go to licensed. Where's like the licensed ones? Characters and collections.
Here we go.
What do you like? What do you like?
Show me the Pokemans.
Okay, let's take a look at Pokemans. MLB, but not MLP.
Baseball bears. Do
Loser.
they have NHL bears?
They do.
What? Show me
No,
the
wait.
NHL bears. That's
No.
NFL.
NFL, sorry. No.
Rays,
No
hope.
hockey bears.
Dash them quite expertly.
They have quite a few.
I'm honestly only
Ooh, a
interested in
Dragonite. Oh, Pikachu's right there.
He doesn't even look like Pikachu.
There's a lot of Pikachus.
What's he wearing?
A letter jacket.
What do you think he lettered in?
A giant Charizard. He's 115 though, so I'll
That's
never want it.
ridiculous.
Well, so this one lettered in electricity.
Nice. Exactly
And
what
then
you would expect from
This
Pikachu.
one lettered in being a Pikachu.
Fuck yeah.
But this is a
I
female
wish.
one because you know their tails are different, right?
What?
Male Pikachus have the like lightning bolt, and
Yeah?
female Pikachus have a heart on the end of their tail.
What the this is made up.
No,
Is this
female Pikachu tail images?
what? This can't
That's what females look like.
can't be real.
Because when they started like adding in gender stuff, they had to be able to tell them apart. So
Pikachu's a gray sexual.
you do that, or you have the heart.
They've Booba Akiki'd the tails of the Pikachu. That is a Pikachu furry on line 2.
See, this one,
Yeah.
I know you like it.
What's going on?
That's giving Lola Bunny vibes, like big time.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
She's
so
got the
that's the whole
tail.
thing.
So that's a little trans Pikachu.
Nice.
We support her.
But yeah, so you can actually get a male or female one, depending on the
Okay.
tail. So anyway, there's your capybara, $28.
Cute.
I don't know why I can't see the full photo. There you go.
There we go.
Very cute. The axolotl.
What's going on with this website?
I know. That's a huge axolotl, man.
It sure is.
But it is very cute.
I like that he stands up.
Dude, I'm about the Wampa.
Papa Stompa.
He has a detachable fucking arm.
Oh,
Holy shit.
that
And
just
look,
changed the whole game.
There's like arm. Photo of arm. Okay, so anyway, yeah. Build-A-Bear. It's awesome stuff.
Good shit. Are you
Of course,
Googling,
I'm
can
gonna
you
look up
restuff a bear?
these. No, I was just seeing the ones on. I'll never. There were that many? I don't.
Whoa.
I didn't need that many.
That's so many.
I needed derpy hooves. That's it. Just give me a derpy hooves. I'm good.
Do they have derpy hooves? Is she in there?
Yeah, she right there.
There she
I need
is.
that one, and that's about it.
Not the rarity.
I mean, that one would be cool, but my first choice, Derpy. Give me the derp. Look at her.
She's so
Perfect with
pretty.
goofy eyes, man. So anyway, the show always comes back.
It
to My
always
Little
comes
Pony.
back. Just let us go for a little bit, you know? We've been talking
Anyway,
for 50 minutes. Holy shit.
about Build-A-Bear.
Sorry.
That's the show, man.
That's the
So
show.
anyway,
What you signed up for?
that was moving. That's why we were gone. It
Yeah.
sucked.
It sucked. But we're back and we're happy about it.
Yes.
So I got a new job, which is a very exciting development in my life. But in order to get this new job, I had to go get my fingerprints taken because it's another financial institution and they always fingerprint you. So,
Okay.
and also being in a new state now, they don't have a record of my fingerprints here. So like,
Gotcha.
I guess they can't just, like email them from Texas, which is
Yeah.
weird to me because everything's digital now. When I went to get my fingerprints done for my previous banking job, they inked me. Like I had physical like ink done.
Yeah.
And so when I went to get my fingerprints done for this one, I assumed it would also be a physical inking, but they like digitally scan your hands now, and it's
Like just whole hand down like this.
so it was super weird. Like we did like the 4 fingers on each hand, and then we did the thumbs on each hand, and then we did like, now you're gonna roll your finger across the scanner, and
Weird.
it was such a process, but we got it done. It was weird. But in order to get this done, so I live in a small town now, and when you move out to the middle of nowhere, nothing is around you. So I had to go get my fingerprints done in the next county over, which was weird to me because I live in the county seat of my county. So I was like, the police station is literally, I can hit it with a rock from where I'm sitting right now. Like it's not far. I could just go get fingerprinted there. And they're like, no, you got to go to like the county place and go to the sheriff's office. I'm like, okay. So I had to drive a whole hour to get to Arkadelphia to go get my fingerprints done. It was a real fun drive. Every drive out here, it's not so bad because it's long, but it's windy roads. Like there's never traffic, you know, and I'm looking at goats, cows and shit the whole way. So it's a fun drive, but yeah, it was an hour away. So I called in the morning because the people were like, you got to get your fingerprints done within 3 days. And I was like, I'll just do it immediately to avoid any of the hassle. So I called the Clark County Sheriff's Office and I talked to whoever answers the phone, which I assume is the sheriff at this point. And he picks up. And I'm like, hi, I need to get my fingerprints done for a job. And he goes, okay.
Okay.
Like 10 seconds of silence. And I was like, what information do I need to provide to get that happening? And he was like, show up around 1 o'clock. I'm like, all right. And he hangs up. See you then. So
cool.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just take a super long lunch and go get my fingerprints done. So I go on my lunch to the fingerprint place and I show up about 1 o'clock and the building is not well labeled. Like I see county jail and I'm like, okay, that's probably near the sheriff's office. So I park my truck and I'm doing a lap around this building and I see a door finally that is like Clark County Sheriff's Office. And I was like, great, perfect. So I walk up to it and it says, this is not an entrance. And I'm like, well, it sure is labeled like one. There's a sidewalk going right up to it. And then there's a sign that says enter on 5th Street. So I like walk around the building. I first open my phone. I'm like, which one of these is 5th Street? And so I go around the building 5th Street. There is a door that is like, it's like an interior enclave where it's still outside the building, but there's like lockers in there and shit. And then there's like a bunch of stuff. It looks like where you might go if you were visiting convicts or something. So I was like, that door is it. So continue past that alcove and I see like a solid metal door and there's no handle on it. And I'm like, all right. So I keep walking and there's a second solid metal door with no handle on it. And I'm like, all right, that's not it either. And so I check the sign. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely 5th Street. So I turn around, walk back to the little alcove with lockers because that's obviously the only one that has a handle that I can get into. And in the alcove, there's 4 doors. And the door on the left looks like one that might go to an office. So I'm like, okay, that's the one I'm going to go to. So I walk up to it and I'm about to like knock because I don't see anybody. But then I see there's
Okay.
a sign on the wall that says, if you're here to get inside, you got to go to the far right door. And I'm like,
Okay.
do you mean the far right door in the building, which is one of the metal ones with no handle? Or is it the far right door in this
In
little enclave? And I go to the far right door in the enclave, which is next to the lockers. And I'm like, this feels illegal. Like, I shouldn't be here. Like, this is where cops clock in or something.
Okay.
And it says ring the doorbell. And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking for
Oh
the
my God.
doorbell. I'm looking all around for this fucking doorbell. I'm like, there's no goddamn doorbell. Where is the doorbell? And it's just one of
That's
those
when
little
you noticed the
intercom.
string up here.
It's just a little intercom button. And so I just like press the intercom, and immediately this woman comes on the phone and is like, hello. I'm like, I'm here for fingerprints. She's like, let me get someone for you. So
I love that that's all you're going to hear from now on is
I
that
know.
accent. Hardcore.
Yes. So the accent here is so thick. It's funny to me. Like, living in Texas, everyone in my family who's Canadian is like, you have such a Southern accent. I have a Dallas accent, which is barely an
Yeah.
accent at all. It's so North Texas that it may as well
Oh, yeah.
be nothing.
Yeah.
Here it's the deep
It's
South.
basic.
Yeah, it's basic. Like, sure, Southern twang on a couple of words, but here it's weird to me that I go north and I enter the deep South, but that's how it
Yeah.
is. So everyone here is very heavily accented, which I love. The accent's very cute, but everyone can tell from the get-go that I'm not from here. So I try to put on like a little bit of an accent when I go out just so I can
Oh my
fit
God.
in a little bit more.
Ha.
Ha. Nobody says howdy here. I got looked at for saying howdy. I take
Weird.
howdy for granted, I guess. I thought it was a Southern thing, but it's a Texas thing. So
Yeah, because that's how I come into the chat for my Twitch guy. I always say howdy chat every
yeah,
time.
I just say howdy. Like, that's how I talk to my coworkers and everything. And they're like, you're so Texas. I'm like, that's just
Like, yeah, sure
hi.
am.
But anyway, so the lady comes on the intercom and then I wait. And then this like dude opens the door and he goes, can you come back tomorrow? I'm like, no, I really can't. I live an hour away. I have to get this done like now. He's like, all right, we're gonna make it happen. So he brings me inside and I walk in immediately and I'm in a room like about this size. And
Okay.
there is a bench to the left of me with like the height chart, where you take a photo of a convict. And then
Okay.
there's like a reception desk and then like a little door with a tiny office behind it. And
Okay.
some other room to the other way. And on the bench, this woman in a fresh orange jumpsuit is just hanging out. And so I'm like, cool, I'll hang out too. And the guy's like, wait here a second. And I'm just like sitting there with my little kitty cat purse next to this lady for like way too long.
And she's like, you got a purty mouth.
I didn't know what to do. I don't know how to handle myself in situations like this. I didn't want to just like stare straight ahead and pretend she wasn't there, but I also didn't want to be like, how's your day? Because
Like, what'd
obviously
you
it's
do?
not good. So I split the difference and I just kind of like looked at her, smiled and nodded, and it just kept standing there.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, in the back, which is not far away from me, it's like more than arm's length, but not by much. I hear what I assume is the deputy talking to the sheriff back there. And he's like, just book her in. And the sheriff's like, I'm on my lunch. You do it. He's like, but I got another girl. I got a fingerprint. Well, if you want to do your job, they start just like audibly yelling at each other, like just screaming. And I'm like, this is fun. Like, I live in a different place now. People here
Sure do.
different, and it's exciting in strange ways. But yeah, the guy comes back out and the sheriff yells after him, just do your fucking job. And he calls him a bitch. It's just like, do your job, bitch. And the dude makes eye contact with me and just like, don't mind him. And I'm like, okay. And he takes me back to the fingerprint machine and we get it all done and everything. And I hope he did it right, because the guy was like, I've never really done this before, but we're going to learn together. Like,
Oh my
okay.
God.
But he did print out like a copy of the fingerprints, so I have like my
And they're
fingerprints
all
on
smudged.
file and stuff. It's so weird. Ugh, what a time.
You're
I
like, I
just
didn't know that my fingerprint spelled help me. What is going on?
it's just a different way of life out here. It's
Different.
fascinating. Different.
Just different.
Different. I love it here. It's weird and yeah, different.
Okay. That was not as scary as I thought that story was about to go. So
Yeah. No,
that's good.
once I got through the initial like, oh, there's a woman here who's going to prison, then I was
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. Well, with that, you want to take a little break?
I do.
Think
We
about what
deserve
could have
it.
happened to meeting that weird lady?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that real quick.
Oh, you think you know what happened to me? Look, I'm back, and I'm about to unearth all the secrets in Old Cove. So do a little refresher on Season 1 and get caught up before Season 2 arrives. Trust and believe you don't want to miss what's coming.
Welcome to Severed, a podcast suite that offers a rotation of content centered around true crime to paranormal cases. Severed True Crime covers high to low profile true crime cases like The Westfield Watcher, The Staircase, The Keepers, and other binge-worthy favorites on Netflix. Severed Paranormal peers into the corner moon windows of the Amityville Horror House, the Conjuring House, and other mysterious cases, locations, and urban legends.
I'm Harry Chambers.
And I'm Drew Hudson. We want you along for this investigative and haunting roundup. Scare you soon.
Hello. Welcome back from the
Hello.
ad break. If you are loving this episode, but you will crave more YMToAP. You want more of it. We have more of it. We have so much more. We have hours and hours of bonus content that you heard a little bit of just last week. If you enjoyed that little bit of content, I say a little bit. It was a 3-hour deep dive on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. If you liked that and you want more of it, you can absolutely get more. It is all over on patreon.com/YMBToAP, which stands for You Must Be Thinking of Another Podcast, the podcast you're listening to right now. That's where you can sign up to be a patron. The patrons are Shrimp Council, the heartbeat of the show, are our best buddies and our pals. You can pay as low as $2 per month to get into our Discord, into our fun little community where we're always talking about memes, talking about the show, talking about anime, sharing pictures of our pets. We're talking about video games, the upcoming movies, all of the merch for the Wolverine and Deadpool movie that's coming out.
Bruh.
We
So
had
much.
so much discussion on that. There's a plethora of merch. So if you're into that, join our Discord for just $2. If you want a little bit more, you can do the $5 tier where you get our pre-ramble mini episodes where we're getting the weird out, which is, you would think that if Robert and I talk for half an hour before we make the show, we don't want to talk for a full hour. But guess what? Sometimes we do like
Yeah.
huge shows like this that just happen. So
We do 40 minutes on Build-A-Bear.
we do 40 minutes on Build-A-Bear sometimes. And if you think that is a joy, you should really check out that pre-ramble. And of course, for $10, you can get the Zeitgeist tier, which is those deep dive media reviews that you saw a little taste of last week. So again, patreon.com/YMBToAP. And don't forget, we also have a new website. It's not so new anymore. It's just a website. we have pictures of our faces over there. We have the podcast feed. We have the Friday roundup. We have everything all in one little spot. So if you want to go to the one-stop shop for YMToAP, click on the link in the show notes. And of course, there you can also shop for stickers on our Redbubble, and you can also get little paperweights of YMToAP or coasters. You can get a lot of things. So go check it out. But for now, let's get you back to that regularly scheduled YMToAP content.
Let's do that. I want to tell you something about The Move real quick, though.
Okay, tell me about The Move.
And I'm going to tell you why it even came up.
Okay.
It's because I got mad at watching cartoons.
Okay.
So we've been here, and a couple of those new Hell of a Boss episodes had been coming out, right? And I'd watch them on this TV, and I would have a horrible time. This
Why?
TV's motion handling was so shitty
Mm.
is a TV that my mom and dad bought. It's a 60-inch TV. They even do 60s. That was such a weird size.
Yeah.
Now it's always in 5s. You
Yeah.
know?
55, 65.
Yeah. So they bought a 60-inch TV 8 years ago. Something
Whoa.
crazy, you know?
Yeah.
I was
That's
like, this TV is old. Like TCL wasn't even that big yet. We should get a TCL, you know? So I was like, hey, Mom, you should probably replace this TV. Like, it's kind of old,
Yeah.
you know? And I didn't tell her it's because Stolas looked ugly when I was watching Hell of a Boss the other day.
Like gay hairs are not crisp. I need
You know,
fur.
I know. So I was like, well, I think we should just get a TCL. I'm not trying to get anything like crazy fancy, just something that's nicer
Yeah.
and a bit newer. So I was like, she goes, well, what would you get? And I was like, a TCL. I will always recommend a TCL if you just want a TV that stuff plays on.
Yeah. I love TCL TVs.
Yeah, like if you just want to go, I know my shit will work on it, you get a TCL.
Yep.
Now, if you're going to nitpick the stuff, maybe not. Because, I mean, yeah, it's not like the crispest black or it doesn't have as many cool features and it's not as clear as like this one that's right here, you know. But like it's still a nice TV. So we were going to do that. And she goes, yeah, I'm thinking maybe like a bigger one. I was like, oh, yeah, 65, just like a little 5-inch bump. She's like, I'm thinking 70. And I was like, why? Why on earth would you want that? And she was like, is that a problem? And I was like, well, no.
Problem? No, but
like, why? And she goes, well, how much is it? How much do you think a 75-inch TV costs?
1,200 at the low end.
Okay. If you get a TCL, it was under $500.
Oh, fuck. What?
Well, TCLs are cheap.
Yeah.
So I was like, because I mean, but like 60-inch ones are like 300. Like I barely went up $100. I went up 15 inches, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, we could, but so then we were looking between Walmart and Best Buy. And so we know that Roku is making their own TVs now. And the big thing about TCLs is Roku is built in, so you just have the one-stop shop with your remote.
Yes.
All the newer ones don't do that.
I know. It makes me sad.
They do Google TV. And I've never used Google TV. I'm scared of Google TV. I don't know you yet, right?
Yeah.
Watch like all these videos and it works the same. So we went with this 75-inch one that has Google TV. Google TV is pretty legit, man. I think I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
You would be a huge fan because you're a big Google person.
Heck yeah.
When it's signed in with my Google, like for my YouTube Red Premium shit or whatever, the way it personalizes all the stuff just on the home screen was so fucking perfect for me. I was like, dude, there's all my gay birds. There's all this stuff. There's these music videos from the YouTube music that I've been using. Like, it seamlessly put it all. I mean, because Google's the thing I use the most, you know?
Yeah.
Between YouTube and all that other stuff.
It's got a monopoly.
Google TV's the shit because I thought it was going to be like a Chromecast.
Right.
Which is a Google product. But Chromecast is you use your phone to pick the thing and then it goes to the Chromecast that then is on your TV.
Yeah.
But this is built the same as Roku. It's just a different platform. It works the same. So if you're ever scared of it, it's the same as like a Roku thing.
Sweet.
It's fucking
Please
nice.
Show this.
I
picture
like
to
it.
people because people need to see.
Yeah. So this guy delivers it and I'm like, I got to put Bumbus up here for scale. I'm like trying to get Bulbasaur to sit there. He was scared it was going to tip and crush him.
Been there.
This dude is so small compared to this TV. We unearthed this thing. It is monstrous. I would never want a 75-inch TV.
It's large.
65 is a perfect size TV. That is as big as I can go, I think.
Yeah.
The 75 is neat. It's pretty interesting. But I haven't really put it through its paces yet, so we'll see. I need to hook up Helldivers or something to it one day.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't watched my one trailer on it yet.
The God of War trailer.
Uncharted 2 trailer.
Uncharted 2 trailer.
2009 trailer.
God.
PS3 graphics, but that's still the one that I watch every time.
Why?
It's a good looking trailer. I like it, man. It's a good looking one. And it's ingrained in my brain. I know whether or not it looks good or not.
Okay.
So I always go to this Gamescom 2009 Uncharted 2 trailer. It's like a, 15-year-old video by now, but
It's
still,
got 385 watches on it, and they're all Robert.
every single one of them's me. And it's 385,000. And it's all me. But so we got the new TV out, hooked it up. It's pretty neat. I had to show you Bumbus. But it's got Google TV, like I said, and it works the same. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to really say about it. But like every time we've had a TCL, I've always loved how games look on it.
Yeah.
So I was like, where's your Switch, Mom? You're going to play Animal Crossing on this thing.
Yes.
And Taylor was like, you're going to be able to see the whole island just on the screen at once. Like, that's a huge TV.
Yeah.
So she put Animal Crossing on there, and that looked pretty good. And then I was just messing with the Switch, and I was like, I'm going to play Super Mario World for a little bit. And then played a little too much of it.
I want to play Dredge on my new TV. I haven't played Dredge in many a moon, and I'm missing it very much.
I haven't played it in a longer time, and I need to actually get into it still.
I'm still waiting on my friggin' collector's edition that I bought. I don't even remember when that's supposed to come out, like September? I think it comes out when the Iron Rig does.
Yeah.
So
I'm just going to start over, I think. I don't remember what the fuck I had going on, so I might as well just do it all again.
yeah, I got the new version on the PlayStation, so I'm going to have to start over anyway.
Yeah,
So,
that's where mine is now, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just do it there.
yeah.
So, got this big-ass fucking TV, and then we built... So there's a stand. I'll get the name off of Amazon. That's where I've been getting them, because most TVs don't have center stands. They always have the little feet on the side.
Yeah, the little two legs.
Yeah, but I like center ones, and this company makes this center stand that you can like hang the TV on with,
Uh-huh.
and it's like you've wall mounted it, but it's on a stand. You don't have to do stuff in the wall or whatever. And that is the nicest stand. We put a 75-inch TV on it, and it is so fluid when you twist the TV and stuff.
Nice.
Oh my god, it's phenomenal. It's a great little thing. So I got to go play with that TV some more. But we got it to do that. And then we had to sign into all the fucking streaming services.
Yeah.
And which made me think of how much I'm not looking forward to having to go to the website and deactivate it everywhere and then do that 20 times in a row.
Yeah.
But that's a big fucking TV, guys.
This big.
But for under $500, why not?
That's kind of a ridiculous amount.
Why not get a big TV?
Why
you know?
shouldn't I?
Why shouldn't I? I'm gonna put a link in our Discord for it later.
Okay.
Cause like that's solid. It's like at $500, $499.99.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts for a giant ass TV.
That's too much real estate.
that you just want to work. You know, there's not gonna be a problem with it. It can't burn in. You know, I mean, the most my mom's gonna do is watch Family Feud and Fire Country. Like, who gives a shit what it's doing?
It's gonna have the Family Feud X's burned in on the screen.
No, because it don't burn in, which is the beauty. It's just a fucking. I will. If you don't want special shit, I have always promoted TCLs.
Yeah.
I've owned several, like 4 of them. TCL's the shit, man.
I love it.
TCL is good.
It's
a good brand.
Nice TV. Not sponsored, just passionate.
Yeah, it's not a phenomenal TV, but it's a good TV. It is a serviceable TV. How's that?
There we go.
Because, of course, I did go watch some Hell of a Boss, and it worked out fine. So I was like, all right, the TV can stay.
All right, good.
TV can stay. So we did that, and then we've been so busy with all the move shit. We were going to go see the new Bad Boys movie. Never made it. We were going to go see some other movie. I was going to go see Long Legs.
Oh, yeah.
Never made it. But I was like, we're not fucking missing Inside Out 2. We are going to see this goddamn movie.
Yes.
So the day after the move, We went and cleaned the apartment, came home, and saw that movie.
Hell yeah. What'd you think?
Bruh, that's a good movie.
Is it on
That was
par
a
with the first one?
phenomenal. Yeah, it is big time.
Okay, better than?
Hardcore. No, I think it is just as important as the first one,
Okay.
but like, first one's got Bing Bong, man.
Yeah, it's got Bing Bong.
The
You can't
first one's
beat
got
him.
Bing Bong. You can't really top that, and it's got "I would die for Riley." You know, it's a great movie. I just absolutely adore how they do inside your fucking mind. It is like, so she's like, so Riley's growing up and her brain is like maturing and evolving, and within the opening 10 minutes they just showed like what it's like inside now,
Okay.
simply just like the environment as it stands now. And I cried a little bit. I was like, that is so like the way that they conceptualized how your brain works and then we're able to put it on the screen. I was like, that is the most beautiful shit I've ever seen.
I'd love to be like in the room when they're designing some of that stuff, you know?
Man. Like there was this scene where like there was this like waterfall with like memories tumbling around in it and stuff.
Ooh.
And I was just like, that is so fucking cool. That is so brilliant. And now it's evolved into your like your belief system. So like what
Ooh.
drives your beliefs and how they form and how they're represented.
Okay.
Fucking so cool, dude. I always find sequels to be like, I feel like they're a little hokey at first because I'm all like,
Yeah.
I feel like you're trying to always top the first one.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, that line felt stupid. But then like, I'm like, it was just a normal line, you know? I always feel that way the first time. And I felt that way at first, and I was immediately starting to pull away from it. I love that fear and it's not envy, right? Who's the green one?
I think that's Emmy.
Disgust.
Disgust?
Disgust, yeah. They are so much more in it. I hate that it's not Mindy Kaling and Bill Hader. But like we watched the first one to get ready for this one.
Yeah.
Those other three, like anger, fear, and disgust, they're barely in that first movie. It's just joy and sadness. That's it.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
Yeah. And it was nice to see like the whole gang doing shit. You got to see everybody doing shit. And I love that way more. I thought it was
Yeah.
much better.
Why
But
did
then
they
bring
recast
in,
those two? Just because they were not in it as much?
it's like money stuff.
Mm.
Because like Bill Hader's way bigger now.
Yeah.
And they were all like, you want $1? And he's like, I'm fucking Bill Hader, man.
Very.
Yeah, like I'm a dude.
Yeah.
And they were like, nah, we're too cheap for that.
Okay.
Which
Fair
kind of
enough.
sucks. Which, by the way, it just is now the highest grossing animated movie of all time.
God damn. That's kind of wild. I didn't expect that.
It said it'd been out for like 19 days.
Jeez.
It's good. It has the same level of tension that the first one had. Like the first one, I got so tense when she was like running away from home
Mm-hmm.
and they couldn't figure out how to like get the idea out of her head, and they play with the ideas in your head more. There's a brainstorm in it. I thought that was great. I love
cool.
that. The brainstorm was cool. And then the new emotions, one of them they don't really play up a lot, which is envy. She doesn't really do a lot. She's just kind of there.
Okay.
But like most of those new ones are kind of there because anxiety like takes over.
Fun.
And I fucking loved what they did with anxiety. That was so good. I loved because they go into panic attack stuff, and how that gets represented was perfect. I thought it was perfect. I knew what it was just from seeing it. I was like, this is what this means.
Okay.
And then that's what it was, and I was like, that's brilliant. I love how they show your mind.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated with how your mind works and how all that shit comes together. And I think both of those movies do a fantastic job of helping look inside your own self, you know?
Yeah, like the stuff that Inside Out has done in the world of like child psychology or even
Yes,
like
dude.
some adult psychology too, being able to like therapists use the ideas that were created in that movie or that were like
Yeah.
iterated in that movie to kind of help communicate with their clients. And that's huge. It's massive. It's nuts.
Bro,
like
you would love to.
Yeah,
You would love part 2.
I will watch it. I hope it comes to streaming soon if it's not already. Like,
I don't think it is
check it out.
yet. I would like to know too, but as soon as it hits Disney Plus,
Yeah, it's probably going to be a pay to watch on Disney Plus.
I don't know, man. They do that stuff pretty fast.
Because I'd like to see it in theaters, but I do feel like it's going to make me cry, and there's going to be children there. So,
oh yeah, I cried big time.
yeah.
I mean, I was feeling it.
Mm.
It's so good, dude. It was so good. Anxiety is because that's what I like about Big Mouth. Big Mouth was doing what Inside Out did, but like with the emotions you're not going to talk about.
Okay.
But then they brought some of those into this one, and I was like, oh yeah, it worked because like anxiety in Big Mouth is a mosquito.
Mm-hmm.
It's constantly there, just like buzzing in your ear, and I was like, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's a good representation. But the way Inside Out did it, it's pretty good, man. Everybody's been saying that that's like the new best emotion in the movie, and I'm like,
Okay.
I mean, it's not a good one to let do what it did, but yeah, I mean, she did a good job.
Who voices anxiety?
You know what? I don't even know. Inside Out 2 anxiety voice actor. That would be Maya Hawke.
Oh, well, there you go.
Stranger Things. Interesting. She was good. She did good.
Nice.
She like turned her imagination against her at some point in the movie because you dream up all the scenarios and shit.
Yeah.
It was just good, man. Like there's so much in that movie. I think you would adore the belief system thing, how all that works.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
That's really fucking good. I think you would super dig that movie. So yeah, I finally saw that. That's a must. Go see that movie whenever you guys can.
All right. Nice. I have been craving some game time. Like I have wanted so badly since moving to just play a video game. And I've been like on the precipice of Overwatch again because they just
I know it has been making me nervous.
I know they buff tanks, and tanks are apparently like fun again, but they haven't gone back to the 6v6 format, and that's what I like about Overwatch. I don't like to be the only tank, and I don't like to be DPS and heal. So I like to be tanking, and I like to have a buddy with me. So I'm still not on the Overwatch train, but I did want to play a shooty game because I was like,
okay,
we've been playing a lot of like visual novel style stuff as of late, and I'm in like the action mood. When you get in the mood, you want to like, I want to shooty. So I was like, well, could play Helldivers, but also there's this new MMO that came out that I want to try, and that is Once Human, which I talked about previously on Friday Roundup. So Once Human is the like cosmic horror MMO.
Yeah,
it's like the Cthulhu type stuff. It's cosmic horror for sure. It's less Cthulhu and more almost like Alan Wake or Control kind of.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of dudes, like there's guys that have like searchlights for heads that come after you. There's like TV headed dudes. It's a lot of like technology gore type of stuff. So
very skibbity toilet.
Yeah, very skibbity toilet. So we've been playing Once Human, and it's free to play. So I was like, yeah, we'll try it out. It's fine. And once I got my claws into it, it got its claws into me, and I am obsessed. We've been playing every night for the past week, and it is just like, it's one of those games where you can log in and like the servers are full and people are talking, and there are some trolls, sure. Like chat in a video game is never ever going to be squeaky clean, but there are a lot of people in chat that are just like asking questions and helping other people too. Like somebody will say like, where do I find this? Or like, how do I get to this area of my inventory? Because they're like, in terms of games, MMOs have the ability to just hide stuff in the most uncanny menu where you would never look.
Yeah.
And this game is not shy about doing that. There's like 6 different menus for each thing you want to do. And then there's like sub menus that you have to fucking get into. So there's a lot of very helpful people in chat. It's just a really kind community from what I've experienced so far. I don't know if that's every server or just the server that I'm on, but I'm having a good time.
Okay.
So I did start a character on one server, and then my brother-in-law wanted to join us. So we were like, okay, let's get him hopped in. But he wasn't able to join our server because it was full. And when you make a character on a server, they live there forever. You can't like hop to a different server with them. So we had started some characters, got up to like level 15, and then he wanted to join. So then we started brand new characters with him. And I'm probably back up to like level 20 now. So I've got like a decent amount of time in this game. And I wasn't like super into it when we were first playing because there's a lot to learn, and I find that very overwhelming, especially in like a new game where not everybody knows everything. You can't just like Google, how do I do this? Because everyone's still kind of like learning and going. So it's overwhelming, but it's also at the same time very relaxing. The combat is not too stressful. It's easy enough. Like you can shoot the things at a distance, or you can get your melee on and just like crack them with a baseball bat, and it's fun. It feels satisfying. Like the way your character moves and hits the stuff and the sounds they've got in there are so satisfying. And the enemy variety is such that like you'll see the same like 5 or 6 in an area, but then you go to a new area and new stuff happens and it's different. And
I'm looking at some photos while you're telling me about it.
Yeah, if you want to pull some up while we talk about it, feel free. There's just like so much to do and find in this game. And it's got so many different little things that guy is like the Baba Yaga bus. I love him so much. He's so cool. I thought he was like a boss that you could kill. I don't know if that's true or not. Because like when I first saw him, we were level 5 or so. And I was like, I'm going to shoot it. Why not? What could go wrong? What, I die? That's fine. So I shot at him with my little like shitty crossbow, and he was immune to all my attacks. So I was like, either he's really high level or we can't kill him. So we ignored him. And then later on, like several days later, we saw him laying asleep on the road. And I crept up from behind him and I was like, that thing is spooky. Yeah, I crept up behind him and I was like, what if we sneak up on him, then we can attack him? And then I see that the back door of the bus is open and there's a gear crate inside, and there's like special gear that you can get if you just sneak up on the bus while he's sleeping, hop in there and loot him. It's cool as hell. There's like so many, this game has so many elements that I love. It's got like kind of the raid aspect from Destiny, because there's those like specific bosses that you have to like team up with friends to do. It's got the like dungeony feel of Diablo 3, where you're like constantly running through different areas and doing different things to accomplish a goal. It's got the feel of SWATer, just being, you know, an MMO. It's got the basic thing of like you have a quest line that you're doing and you can repeat the quest multiple times and do a bunch of different stuff. It has a huge map. The map is enormous. I have been playing, like I said, for like 20-30 hours maybe. Yeah. And like I've explored this much of the map, and the map is probably about this big. Like it's huge. It's giant. I've not seen but a little piece of it so far. Yeah. This is even zoomed in. Like this is probably the area of the map that I've explored. There's way more of the map. It's enormous. It's got a ton of content, and I'm just really looking forward to again, this is not even like the full map.
Like
this is
part.
A chunk of it. It's crazy how much content there is, and it's laid out in such a way that like when you start over in this area, it's like this is level 2 or higher recommended. Like you should be level 5 to go to this area, you should be level 15 to go to here, and it's a really natural progression. So while you are fighting better enemies, getting better gear, you always feel like it's getting more difficult, but not in a way that is prohibitive. It's just a
Yeah.
really good game. Like, I feel good playing this game. And if you're tired of combat, you're done with all that, you can come back and build your house, and you can like build up a little place to live, and you can like buy cosmetics for it if you want to make your house prettier, or you can just have the standard stuff. I thought that it was going to be one of those kind of predatory games where it's like, yeah, you can play for free, but like if
But you want the cool stuff?
you want to get cool stuff, you want to level up faster, you want to have a fast bike, you got to get the paid
Yeah.
edition. And that's not what this game is. Like, you do have to buy cosmetics, but if you just want to have a fun time in a game and you don't really care about the cosmetic part of it, you can have fun. There's nothing prohibiting it. It's really easy to get into, and it's just like so broad and massive. I can see myself playing this one for a long time. Like, this is my new MMO. I'm going to sink into this one and disappear. It's so much fun. And it also has an aspect where it's very much like Pal World in the way that you go around to different areas and bosses and stuff, and you'll find like little critters that you can fucking kind of throw a Pokeball at, and it'll catch them or it won't. And the critters come back to your house with you and live with you. You can put them in little containment units. Some of them do stuff around your home. Like, some of them will repair the house that has been like broken down by enemies and stuff. Some of them, that's a little beaver guy. He goes and collects resources. He collects like logs. He's so crocheted and cute. I just love him. Look at the extra dimensional
Part of this
cat.
dude. Part of this dude.
The extra dimensional cat is one that I have just gotten, and it's just a big kitten, and it lives in your house. I don't know if he has a function, but like, he walks around your house, and you can like walk up and pet him, and he purrs. And dude, the purr in your headphones is the best thing in the world. It is so good. It's so deep, and like it sounds like you're petting a cat. And it's huge. Like, your character is as tall as the cat is.
Yeah.
It's enormous. I love him. It's such a fun game. Like, some of the deviations will help you in combat. Some of them just hang out at your house. It's just, there's so many different things, and I can see them doing like so much more content for it in the future too. Like, right now, the season that they're doing, I think, is based on a certain aesthetic for the cosmetics and stuff. Like, the 2000s like scene stuff is kind of the aesthetic they're going for, I think. And I don't know if there's PvP. I'm only playing PvE right now, and it's just good. It's just really fucking good. I'm having so much fun. And I didn't think I was that into the game until I found myself thinking about it in the shower.
Yeah.
It crept up on me, and I was like, oh, I actually love this game a lot. And there's been moments where I'm playing, like, you get a motorcycle and you can fix it up and put new parts on it and new skins and stuff and repair it and gas it up, and you can just drive it around, and there's different radio stations you can put on while you're driving. And literally, I just had the radio on, and I was just like driving on the road, and the sun was setting, and I was like, this game's fucking good. It's a good game. I can't advertise it enough. Once Human, go play it immediately. It is free to play. If you're into MMOs, if you're into cosmic horror, it's got so much lore, just like notes that are left all around the world that you can pick up and find. It's a fun time. There's something for every MMO lover out there.
Well, there you go. And that just came out July 9th, so that's still pretty fresh.
It's very fresh.
Okay. Well, I know you're probably never going to get back to it then, since you got Once Human.
Yeah.
But I would like to tell you about Helldivers.
Womp, 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 womp.
Sorry, Tenzin's back here. I'm petting on Tenzin. So they, remember the president dude, just like went to a lesser role so that he could focus on like the gameplay while one guy does like the business stuff and all that. So they just announced a free update that's going to be coming August 6th. It is called Helldivers Escalation of Freedom.
Okay.
It's basically going to be the next part of the storyline.
Oh, fun.
So they are adding new enemy types. They are adding new game modes, new planets, and then a whole bunch of stuff they won't tell us.
Ooh, secrets.
So they're bringing back an enemy from part 1 where it basically gets in your way, and then when you run away from it, it has like underground tentacles that will come out and stab the ground to prevent you from moving anywhere. So you either got to fight
God.
it or figure something else out.
Okay.
They've got a charger that emits fog so that you can't see where it's coming from. You're just shrouded in fog,
Terrifying.
and then a charger's just fucking galloping at you and gonna bowl you down.
Okay.
Level 9 was Helldive. They're gonna make a level 10 difficulty.
Shit.
Just go ahead and ramp it up a little bit more.
Okay.
They've got some other new charger, new versions of some of the enemies that are just harder to kill. And then they've got a game mode where you have to capture a live bug larva, but it cries and calls to the other bugs, just bringing them all to your location, but you have to leave the planet with the larva and stuff.
Oh my God, that's nuts.
So there's just like all this new shit that's going down. That's all bugs. The bots are building new things as well. So now there's like a tank that shoots missiles at you. It's just got like a giant array of like 100 missiles. It's just shooting
my
off
God.
at you. Literally so much. And then it says quality of life changes, and I love quality of life shit. I love
Yes.
quality of life shit.
I love that shit.
I cannot wait to know what that's all about. So I don't know what's going to be going on, but I guess that guy is really being able to focus on that because they were
Good.
doing all those surveys and they were like,
Yeah.
what do you want? And people are like, new game modes. Well, there you go. I'm thinking the stuff they aren't telling us will be the other factions finally coming in.
Yeah, the guy
So-
with the blue lasers in the sky.
I think this is
Yeah.
about to get reinvigorated.
No,
I think it's like about to happen because I think they've lost 90% of their player base.
Whoa, really?
Like people just aren't playing because they have gone to Helldive. They play too much and
Mm,
they don't know what else to do anymore. You know.
yeah.
So now with all these new changes, hopefully new weapons. They talked no weapons. I am into that spore charger that like cloaks itself in the fog. That is the coolest thing.
That is
I can't
cool.
wait to deal with that shit. Like I played a little bit before we came on, right? I think people are getting back into it because the person that I played with was all like, "I have these trophies. You guys want to get those real quick? I know how to do them." And it's just like he's just like helping people get like caught up with things to, I guess, get ready for this change. Or it's just like, well, I'm already high leveled enough. Like, let's just go get stuff for newbies and stuff.
That's good. I love the Helldivers community still. Like it's one of the best game communities I've ever been a part of.
Oh, well, that's a good one. So one of the quality of life fixes, this was not in their trailer that they talked about. It's an end to grief kicking. So currently, players can boot an unsuspecting ally from the game, meaning they get no rewards from that match.
Yeah.
It's a very particularly mean form of griefing. But now, if a player is kicked, they will spawn into a new session as the host and keep all the goodies that they collected from that previous session with that team.
Well, that's good.
That's actually pretty cool. That's never happened to me, but now it can't happen to me. So good. But yeah, Helldivers, I've been off of it for a little bit more just because of the move and stuff and not having a dedicated place to even play it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about to blow up again. I think
Good.
it's about to get the way that it was, and I
Nice.
will be there. So yeah, that's your little quick Helldivers Corner thing. Just a little thing about what's coming. As soon as it does happen, I'll let you guys know more.
All right. Nice.
So I think that's all we got.
All right. You ready to board the Eagle?
The
The
I
Pelican?
am ready. The Pelican 1. I'm ready to get off of eBay where I found My Little Pony things for very cheap. This one's
Oh my
$14.
A rarity plush?
No, this is the CO one from the movie.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But check this out though. This stuffed one in good condition, $14. And unstuffed, just the skin part, they want $200
just the skin.
for just the skin. like you had to skin it and you did work. You know, it's whatever. Yeah, I'm ready to get out of here.
All right.
Let's do it. So, with that, if you guys loved this episode, please tell a friend because word of mouth is the absolute best way we can get the fresh YMBToAP into brand new ears. We release weekly every single Monday. It may not be a brand new episode, but we do interludes where we just kind of do like weird deep dive topics. We kind of threw you guys a curveball and gave you a little peek into what the high tier Patreon stuff gets. So we just released one of our Zeitgeist reviews that's been, kind of hidden for 2 years
Long time.
and just kind of released it to give you guys an idea of what it is. That was what, like a 3-hour review of
yes.
Full Metal
It's
Alchemist?
beefy.
I mean, like, that's the stuff that people are getting. So just to kind of give you an insight to that, if you want to talk to us, go on over to Instagram and chit chat with us. I'm going to post a picture of my dog with that giant TV.
Yes.
And some of this other stuff that we've been finding. Go on over to YMBToAP, talk to us there. But if you're in the know, go on over to the Discord, man. You got to go to the Patreon, patreon.com/YMBToAP. $2 gets you the Discord, $5 gets you the pre-ramble, and $10 gets you the Zeitgeist, which we gave you a preview of last week. So think about that. That 3-hour show, some people have had that. That's 3 hours right there.
It's been living in their brains.
That's double the length of this show of just extra stuff that you get on top of this stuff, And then the pre-rambles.
The pre-rambles.
Pre-rambles. I think we did a 40-minute one before this one.
Something
Telling
like
you guys,
that.
for the stuff you get in there, you will get days of content. It's a lot of stuff, especially if you got to go catch up now.
Yeah.
So head on over to Discord should you choose. We just want to thank you guys for being here. Our patrons especially. You are what keeps us doing stuff. Whether you are submitting monetarily or you're just giving us the listens, we love having you guys here. We want to make the best show for you guys. We love the community. We can't wait to just keep doing stuff for you. Love you guys.
And don't forget that our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. He's got so many good tunes and he made them for you. As always, thank you so much for listening and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Is it a return to freedom